Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Ekemini Eyita Okon and I am part of the prestigious project on the political economy of energy transitions in Africa. Now, this project is a collaborative effort between the University of the Witwatersrand and the University of Leeds, and two powerful institutions coming together to make sense of this new craze around the energy transition. That conversation is particularly important for the African continent because, as you probably know, about 60% of the region do not have access to energy. And so when we talk about a transition, if we do not unpack the access problem, the energy poverty problems, the energy security problems, then what are we transitioning to? And so this conversation becomes important, this project becomes important because it helps us make sense of the challenges of the energy sector in the African continent and what would it take to actually implement an energy transition.
This is a collaborative project funded by Horizon Institute as part of their aim to promote and deepen research collaboration between WITS and Leeds. So the project involves WITS and Leeds researchers. But in the project, we also have a component designed to involve students to develop their capabilities in data-driven research, because this is what the project is about, which is to use big data to understand and track energy transition across sub-Saharan Africa. So the project is in its exploratory phase, during which three key activities were set from the very beginning. The first one was to generate big data on energy transition. By compiling this data, we intended to measure and model the speed of the transition. The second activity we plan is the production of a context paper, which is our preliminary research output. So based on the data we have put together, we are finalizing the context paper that informs the extent to which countries are transitioning away from fossil fuels and at what speed. So the last activity we plan is to set up a research agenda, because we intend to expand this project to cover a much broader scope and involve more researchers from different universities. So once we see a window of opportunity in terms of funding, we will definitely pursue it.
What we want to do is to use data and to have insights to be able to track progress of the transition. But we also see that energy networks or infrastructure is really, really important in order to enable the transition. So what we're doing is to also investigate serious aspects about the energy network infrastructure in terms of policy, regulation, and to track the level of efficiency of these energy networks. So we've come together as three different disciplines to be able to investigate this. But the most important thing is we're opening a door for everybody who is interested, every academic who is interested in this sort of research, to add more and enrich the sort of goals that we have. There's a great idea by Horizon Institute from the University of Leeds to promote interdisciplinary research between universities.
So this project is crucial. Beyond the content and the policy implications that this project would have, it also seeks to empower students who research on the subject matter. At the moment, in this exploratory phase recently concluded, we had a couple of doctoral and master students on the project who have keen interest in unpacking issues around the energy transition in Africa.
I'm Obufe Zwane. I'm a master's student in data science, and I'm excited to be working on our political economy of energy transition project, which is a project that aims to explore the underexplored area of ensuring an equitable, politically viable and a context-sensitive energy transition within sub-Saharan Africa, using quantitative energy modeling and a qualitative political analysis. One of the most important things in the project that I'm excited about is working with international collaborators. We are working with two colleagues from the University of Leeds, and I think our project is a game changer in the space of sustainable energy within the sub-Saharan African region, and I look forward to more projects and more collaborations in the future.
My name is Nakutenda Ntuli. I'm a master's in e-science student at the University of the Witwatersrand. So my role in the project was to conduct a literature review where we explore the key debates and the critical gaps in how the energy transition is unfolding in the sub-Saharan African region. This project is very important to do because sub-Saharan Africa is one of the regions that is mostly affected by climate change. So the transition to a low carbon energy system is very important in helping the region mitigate climate change and also do away with the persistent challenges such as the unequal access in energy.
The role basically contributes to the understanding of Africa's agency, particularly when we are trying to look at the bridge between digital tech as well as energy transition in the African context. So one of the major or key aims of the project at this stage is to expand and to extend this initiative to a broader cohort. So I am a part of that cohort that seeks to expand this project initiatives.
I've had the privilege to participate in this project before some of the activities, and I have it on authority that this project is bound to be expanded, to grow into a bigger project, and to enlist more people in terms of researchers and scholars, and to undertake bigger problems and come up with bigger solutions to the issues that afflict scholarship and beyond. So I'm excited to be part and parcel of this project and look forward to seeing it grow in leaps and bounds.
And so a continuation of the project would not just have policy implications, scholarly implications, but it certainly would seek to empower African scholars in the African continent.